Alright, so... Can you hear me? Alright, so the sound is back. So I did restart, and I did go into the sound settings, and I don't know if the update changed what my default output is, or I messed this up while I was looking at this like 10 minutes ago, but everything seems to be back to normal then. Alright, that was just on for testing purposes. And now let's see. You still good? Nah, it's all good. I mean, things were going a little slow before you showed up, so no big deal. Alright. Alright, now with that crap out of the way, we are back. So, as I was saying, just going through Vault 22 and dealing with these mutant plant people stuff down here. No, it's a good habit to have. I mean, at least your line of inquiry is more thorough than, I'll restart and hope that solves everything. Alright, let's see what we got. No. I just started the stream. I don't want to call a meeting already. That was, that was so stupid I made myself laugh. Let's see. Distant relative of the Venus flytrap. Cool. So, I'm gonna call this part, Little Vault of Horrors. Cool. Let's see. 5 times their size due to the violent nature of their closing maws. Okay. First I joke about inflation on 621 day, and now we're talking about maws. Damn it, game. So yeah, as I was saying in the start, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter stream because I am going to do some packing for 2 mini games later, and I still have some transportation logistics I'm working out, so I may have to pause the stream to take some messages. That's through the cave. Yep, I hope so too, because, you know, it's... Oh. You know, it's been a few years since I've been at... Bruh! Been a few years since I've been able to go there. This... Probably down on the other level. But, yeah, let's just say, without going into details... communications with the friend groups has been kind of crappy recently. Oh yeah, and I got Veronica back. Yeah, I mean, well, this is sort of a case of ghosting, but let's just say it's more of a case of me randomly discovering experience points. No, it's more of a case of, yeah, it's more of a case of I'm not going, therefore I am just going to clam up and not respond to stuff. Which, you know, if this was like a movie trip, fine, but and then unfortunately the other thing is, let's just say I was kind of counting on said friend to help drive me and my other friend down there. I mean, yeah, it's about 100 miles from me. And you know, the other friend can drive. It's just they are not the best at navigation, and I kind of have to be with them in the car to GPS. And the route we're planning on taking, they haven't really done before. So I mean, I'm sure they're able to do it. It's just it's the motherfucking turnpike. Which I guess since, you know, you're from out west, how do I describe this? Let's just say in some parts it gets like this beefy, massive 8-lane highway of every freaking car and yeah, New Jersey Turnpike. 8-lane highway of every freaking car and truck going up and down the East Coast, converging into this one nexus of now there is a freebie route, I know, and I probably could show said friend, but yeah, let's just say, oh yeah, let's just say, you know, I don't know if it's gonna be like too many steps and they're gonna get overwhelmed, especially since this freebie route involves like a little bit of city driving and some turns and stuff. And yeah, that's why we need teleport. Now this is okay. I can't complain with the location of the convention center itself, but I really wish some days of the week I really wish they were holding this in the convention center that's in the center of Philadelphia, not, you know, the one outside of it where, I mean, there is public transit access. It's just, it's a little bad. But, enough with me ranting. Like I said, I'm looking at some options and, you know, I'm just hoping the most optimal one, you know, presents itself. But yeah, with said friend, you know, I had a feeling something was off when he wasn't, asking questions about the event or, you know, talking about it or ignoring my other friends, you know, questions about it. So I knew something was wrong for weeks, but I stupidly didn't act on it until now. So I think I got everything from those back caves, unless I'm missing something. Little shop, little shop of horrors. There's just another area of those caves.
Got my eyes peeled.
Good. But yeah, it's one of the case of, Dun, it's been 10 years. Why don't you get your license? Is this some sort of choice of yours? It's like, oh my god. But yeah, no, I know. I gotta get my ass to the DMV one of these days.
I've had worse.
Okay. So that's blocked off. Oh! Ooh. Let's see what this is. Okay, so I can use laser rifles to repair it. Alright. $29.89. $30.75. You know what? I think I'll try it out. This is the elevator. So, fourth was common areas. We just explored that. This is the final area. Got it.
Still looking.
Okay, so that was the cave I came in. Okay, this is where I came in.
Got my eyes peeled.
This room got cleared. Oh, hey there, buddy. Okay. Okay, I like this thing already.
Still looking.
Oh. Oh.
Still looking.
Oh wow, I can do card locks? Oh yeah, because I put a lot into it. Let's see, no tumbler fumbler. Okay, I guess probably just, you know, pick a lock without snapping a bobby pin? That's on hard? I don't know. Yeah, I don't blame you. Oh, it's, I guess, another way, another part of the cave I missed. I see. Wanna go? We can go. Do I even have a shot? I probably do have a shotgun on me. Let me see. Yeah, I got that thing. I got that thing. Oh yeah, I got that thing. Alright. That's 20 gauge. That's 20 gauge also. That's ooh, okay. Yeah, it's the oh, wait. Oh, current weapon, okay. Now, I got 6 of these bad boys. Do I? Or don't I? Oh, I see. It's not a full heal. It's a partial heal? Okay. Okay, that was on me. Hey, no. Yeah, there you go. You get the shotgun, or you get the golf club. Your choice, Bugs. Alright, hold on. I don't like this at all. That's right, you do your spit up. Ooh, fresh snake skin. That it is. Alright. Time to chug more whiskey. Yeah, that's basically my life in this game. Whiskey this and whiskey that. And where are you, buddy? Yep. Bonk. Most geckos don't eat skins. Interesting. Is that like lost nutrients, or what's their instinct for that? Wow. You're dual, so you're good. Hey,
Took your sweet time. I suppose the NCR sent you?
calcium and other minerals. Got it.
Ah, she's such a dear. Not like that pompous little pedant she works for. But that's neither here nor there. These plants have gotten completely out of control. I've got a plan to deal with them, but I'll need your help. Good. Meet me on the second level, and I'll explain what needs to be done.
Cool. Alright, okay, good. That's the way out. Nice, nice. Or wait, no, that's the way I came in. Ah, I see. He's back on level 2. I'm just gonna clean out the rest of level 5. Hey, buddy. Oh, come on, you turd. Alright, alright, alright. Oh, sweet. So DEF CON has furry representatives also. Nice, nice. Yeah, TMG actually does have a small handful of fursuiters that do show up there. I know at least, I think 3 or 4 off the top of my head. And I don't know if they're all going, but I know at least like one of them is. Ooh, okay. Found something good. I don't remember the explanation for that one, Ramosa. There, there's a reasoning behind. Not reasoning. I don't know. Somebody in the chat can probably explain that better than I'm thinking. Yep, that's one part of it.
See? Just because it doesn't shoot lasers doesn't mean it's not worth looking into. We could do amazing things with this data.
What's this? Did you do these repairs? Not bad. Not bad at all. Saves me time, I guess. See you upstairs.
Alright, let's see. Where's your office? Ah, there you are.
Good, you're here. Ready to begin? Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. This place is filled with spores that are toxic to humans, and we need to get rid of them. I've pumped the vault full of a highly flammable gas that, once ignited, should destroy the vast majority of spores. There's one problem, though. The gas becomes semi-inert on exposure to oxygen, meaning the gas will have to be ignited close to where it's being introduced. I need you to find the vents where the gas is being pumped and ignite it. Oh, and survive the resulting blast. I set the gas to pump into the 5th level since that's where the concentration of spores was highest. I'd start looking there. Typically, these vaults use circular vents in their air circulation systems. Look for a wall with 2 of them almost side by side. There's one just around the corner outside this lab if you need an example. In the area where the gas is active, any kind of fire or explosion should do the trick. Hell, even lasers would do the job. If you don't have anything like that, I've got some grenades in my bag in the corner that you can use.
Ooh. Okay.
Good. Return to me when it's done.
Completely missed this. Okay. Got it. All right, let's go make some boom. Ah, there we go. All right. Right, I forgot. I put a hockey mask in Veronica's inventory. All right. Toasty! I had to. I had to. Um. Okay, let's try all the way down here.
Grenade!
Run, 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 run. Okay, okay, I get it. Huh? Close the door. Oh, okay. I think I got a plan. Yeah, I know. I'm overcumbered. I can't run. Okay.
Grenade!
Oh, that, that was great. That was great. You okay there? You look fine. I don't know if he's melted. You still have your super golf club of death. I need a drink after that. Wrong way. Yeah, now if I did that with one of the companions that had permadeath, that wouldn't have been fun. I think I gotta go back up here.
Ah, good. You survived. I was beginning to think you hadn't. You'll be pleased to know that the spore should no longer be a problem. Now all that's left is to ensure that none of this ever happens again. The research that led to these abominations must be erased. I've managed to create a connection to the Vault's backup system from here. I just have to remotely delete all the files, and we're done here. Indeed. This should only take a minute. Just a few more moments and... That's strange. The system says that the files were accessed recently and copied to an external source. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Let's see if this works.
It's possible. I've spent the last few days in a cave, after all. For all we know, that man sent someone immediately after you to swipe the data while you posed as Mantis bait. Nothing to be done about it, I suppose. All we can do is delete what's here, and that's done. I've unlocked the door, so you're free to run along now. Although it pains me to say it, I wouldn't have made it out of here without your help. If you're heading back toward McCarran, tell Dr. Williams that she has my thanks as well.
Okay, so I've lost karma. I've gained karma. It works out. Let me see. Oh, okay, here are the wastes. Alright, and that vault went much easier than the other one. Let's see. So you get a new commission from an artist who previously did a commission of a fire Nasi Ifrit looks like it's backseat. Ooh. Yeah, let us know when that gets done, because that sounds cool. Nice, nice. Let me complete this quest, and I'll go throw it up on screen if you're cool with that. Also, I like how the laser rifle has Fallout 3 style iron sights for some weird reason. Is that like just a functional thing, or an oversight, or... I don't know. Okay. Okay, so just an oversight. Alright, I'm back.
Keeley just called in. You should have heard the director. But wait up. Now look here. She wouldn't let him finish a sentence. Just reamed him out for sending all those people to the vault. I've never seen his face so red and twitchy. Thanks for keeping her safe. Here's the caps I promised. I knew I had a good feeling about you. Of course. Anything. Keely's brilliant, an absolute genius. She plays at being mean, but it's all a front. When you've lived as long as she has, you get defensive around new people. Who wants to make a friend when you know you'll outlive them? I couldn't get her to say, but she talked about the war. The Great War, when the bombs fell, like she'd been there. So, I'm guessing pretty old. 200 years? Maybe more. It's foul, to tell the truth. Most people try to get what they can from the outside, even if it's just a smuggled candy bar now and then. Contreras is a genius. He can find almost anything you'd want. Takes Caps to get him motivated, though. He won't do a thing for free. My father used to say good things about them, but that was years ago. Back when they teach farmers and ranchers about crop rotation and the like. Nowadays, they've changed. They're doing what they can to discredit the NCR, give us a bad name with the locals. Dr. Hildern trained with them years ago. Not me, though. I'm an OSI girl. Right. Stay safe.
Ooh, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do much commissions at the moment. Only one I might do is, I know Werny wants to go to Amphicon, so they're raising a few bucks, so I may chip in for that, but I have to see what they're selling on the coffee page. Alright, you.
I received a pleasant call from Dr. Keeley. It seems we have you to thank for keeping her alive. Very charitable of you. Wonderful. Excellent work. Let me see it. It'll take a moment to decode on my terminal. I think Williams' decryption algorithms seem to be working. Yes, here it is. The data is mostly uncorrupted. This will make the board of directors finally sit up and take notice. Here then, as promised, an agreeable sum payable upon delivery of the data. You've more than done your part. Your concerns are perfectly understandable, but I assure you, they're entirely misplaced. We would never use technology that wasn't fully tested.
Press X to doubt.
We aren't some band of vault alchemists. We're with the government, for goodness sake. Have a little faith in us.
He got jokes. He got jokes. Alright, trying to think. Ooh, do I just... Decisions. Do I just pump this all into one skill, or do I just try to spread it out like the other levels? Ooh. Actually, let me see. Beef that up. That up for the... Good one. Although, I mean, one of these days, jokes aside, I do want to do more of a, enemies, punch 'em kind of build. Morning. All right, let me go see what Ramosa posted in the Discord. Which, if you're wondering, um, right. Okay, so at the moment it's just a private Discord, and I haven't really done anything of it. Think of it as like a construction site. I haven't gotten around to it, but mostly I just use it so the website that handles the PNG tuber can do its thing. But I mean, one of these days I will set it up more properly. Uh I oh, there we go. There we go. Ah, yes, you uploaded it in I'm gonna say the first Discord channel I ever created while I was probably drunk. It's not gonna be the last one I create while I'm probably drunk. Yep. All right. Let me. Hold on. Me. Okay. All right. Here it is. Yeah, all good. The TOS police ain't gonna kick our ass yet. All right. So this is what you got from Xenolith. And you got this for 75. Nice, nice. Yeah, this came out good. Hold on. Game, give me 1 second. Like that. Okay. Hold on. I'm back. But yeah, one of these days I'll open it up for, public stuff. But I don't know if it's gonna be like a super big community or it's just for the most part just going to be a place to get announcements and junk. Because, I know every streamer has a Discord nowadays, so, for people it can kind of get a little bit annoying to have juggle all these communities and stuff, so I'm just trying to keep things easy. Or if I happen to end up in opening act one of these days, I'll just probably use use the Critter Cottage server just to have a discussion room.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Nah. I mean, I guess eventually I am going to move this into the Lucky 38 suite, but right now, just trying to think, like, I mean, just trying to think, like, what stuff should I just keep for safekeeping? One gun per ammo type. Right, then I'll store that. Right. Search reverse pulse cleaner. Alright, now I can unlock this thing. I'm just gonna... Yeah, exactly. Meh. Let's see, what do I want to do? Actually, I know it. Alright, where's,
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow, red scorpion that's in the ground? Cool. Cool. Well, this time we are prepared. Let me get some food.
Yeah, screw it.
Nah, I was probably way too far. Oh! Christine's. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Buddies. Are those the Y7 trauma harness enemies? What are you talking about? Oh, another critical. Nice. Oh, I see. I guess that's where I have to... Okay. Yeah, so I kind of misunderstood what I had to do here the last time, and these guys respawned in the meantime. Means. Ah, there we go. Bonk. I mean, I guess if... Yeah, you might as well invite them in. You know, so when I fix things up, they're already there. That's fine. Get your golf club out of my sights. Literally. No, it's fine. Besides, I always do need a pool of, test users. Now, you. Die. Did I get old dudes off the roofs?
Not seeing anything.
Yeah, Yep. Alright. So now here's the body. Note added, corpse retrieved. Okay.
Oh my god, are you okay? You've got to get to a medic. Doc Kemp can patch you up back at base. How could you sacrifice your body like that? You never even met him. If the NCR doesn't have a medal for this, they should make one up. There must be some kind of code of honor you hold yourself to. You're like a man possessed. We'll make sure Ranger Morales' body gets sent back home. You don't have to, pick him up on your shoulder and haul him to California. Even though I believe you would if you had to. You should go tell Private Morales the news. I know she'll be relieved.
Okay.
Did you start looking for Esteban? I guess my directions could have been better. They put him in a box? With a flag and all? I hope so. He'd have been proud. You're too good for this rotten town. First kind thing anybody ever did for me in Esteban. You ever need anything, all you need to do is ask. Thank you so much. Feels better knowing that Esteban's not out there in the waste. But he's still gone, you know?
Let's see, I'm guessing Northern Passage, that's another DLC episode. Like, okay, so those are the DLC ones. Got it. Cool. let's see. Let me just reread. So your recommendation: Northern Passage, Drive-In, Sierra Madre, and the Divide. I'm guessing you. I'm guessing it has a lot to do with difficulty or usefulness of the loot you get.
Can I help you? You can find him in the main embassy building, inside the gate and to your left. The usual. Troopers getting drunk and causing problems? Like that's a surprise to anyone. Hell, I plan on getting drunk once I'm done with my shift.
Okay, difficulty and
Even
story-wise.
more
Got
for a
it.
Good time. This is the NCR Embassy, our little slice of heaven on the Strip. The main building houses administration, while the other building is the MP headquarters on the Strip. Sir.
Hmm.
Welcome to the NCR Embassy. How can I help you? Ambassador Crocker can be found in his office through the door to my right and at the end of the hall. I don't have time to give my life story to everyone that passes through. Is there something I can actually help you with? The embassy offices are to your left, while the barracks and living quarters are to the right. If you're looking for a history lesson, I suggest you talk to Ambassador Crocker. Sir?
Let's see. Shame that the California grizzly is extinct. Hopefully one day we can clone them and bring some nature back to the world. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, Jurassic Park. How about no? Grizzly Park? Or I'll go for it. Alright, now where... Let's...
Hello.
Help you?
Wait. How big is this species you're talking about?
So you're the one that went into the Lucky 38. I bet that was pretty creepy. What can I do for you? Now, she may be a bit of a hard ass, but she's the best damn captain we've had here. I'd be careful around her. You don't want to get on our bad side.
7 to 8 feet of bear as a pet. That'd be interesting.
Us troopers mostly come to the Strip for our R&R. We blow off some steam by gambling, drinking, partying, or fighting. If you're looking for a good time, I'd suggest hitting up Gamora. The girls there are pretty nice, if you know what I mean. What have you heard? I know people think I'm a little on the wild side, but I'm just trying to have fun, you know? Just because I happen to get into fights and like to pull pranks doesn't mean anything. He's a little stiff and stuffy. Doesn't leave the office that much. Always surrounds himself with papers and reports. I've always wanted to play a prank on him, but there's no way I could ever pull that off without getting in trouble from Captain Pappas.
It's a prank, bro.
Yeah, I got a few ideas that I'm working on. Maybe I'll let you in on it once I have something. Sir?
If you're looking to join up, head on by the embassy.
Nice job out there.
here we are.
I'm glad you could make it. I have something I wanted to discuss with you. It's a very important matter, and I have a strong feeling you're the perfect person for the job. I'm sure you've noticed that things are a little tense around here with all the issues between the NCR, the Legion, and Mr. House. It doesn't take a genius to see that something big is going to happen soon. To be honest with you, the NCR is in a tight spot. But if we fail now, it's the people here that are going to suffer the most. I'm not willing to let that happen, and I don't think you're the kind of person that would either. To the northeast is a settlement. The locals here call them boomers. They are sitting on a munitions stockpile that would be invaluable to us. I would like you to get in contact with them, and then do whatever it takes to convince them to help us. Unfortunately, the boomers keep to themselves and are, let's say, hostile to all outsiders. That's why I need someone like you. Someone with your background and reputation would have a better chance of reaching them than anyone I have available. In exchange for your help, you would receive complete amnesty for any past crimes against the NCR, as well as additional benefits and perks. Do you think you would be able to do this for me? That's excellent news. So they'll help us, right? Let me know as soon as you have an answer from them. Interested in politics, huh? Well, grab a seat and get comfortable. I've been in politics quite a while now. Always had the drive to do it even when I was young. It's just something I was drawn to. I started my career over 20 years ago, back in the NCR as the local mayor, and worked my way up from there. I managed President Kimball's first run for a seat on the council. I suppose that's why I have this ambassadorship. I was elected to this post 7 years ago. I'm the third NCR representative to serve here in Vegas. Now, I've had my share of ups and downs along the way, but I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. That's it. Anything else you wish to know? It's the same old stuff around here. Gambling, debauchery, drunkenness. It's all here. I'm getting a little old for it, however. If you want more information, try talking to some of the other guys around here. I don't get out of the office much anymore. I can provide a quick history lesson, if that's what you're looking for. In 2274, President Kimball sent the NCR Army into the Mojavian force with the objective of occupying and repairing Hoover Dam. Rangers and Army scouts had confirmed that the dam was basically unoccupied and could be restored to an operable condition. Upon arriving at the dam, however, they discovered that a large force of tribals and robots had occupied it. This was our introduction to the three families, the Securitrons and, of course, Mr. House. Using his Securitrons as intermediaries, Mr. House called for parley. He claimed his forces had occupied Hoover Dam in order to safeguard it for our arrival, and that he was ready to turn it over to us, so long as we could agree to terms. Those terms became the Treaty of New Vegas. The treaty recognized Mr. House's sovereignty over the Strip and granted us rights to establish military bases at the dam and McCarran Airport. The NCR is legally permitted to send 95% of the electricity produced by the dam to our home states. The remaining 5% goes to the Strip. The treaty actually makes it illegal for the NCR to prevent its citizens or troops on furlough from visiting the Strip. Once on the Strip, our citizens are subject to arrest or punishment by House's Securitrons, though that's a rare occurrence. Our troops enjoy a different status. It's illegal for the Securitrons to take action against them. Of course, it's also illegal for our troops to carry firearms on the Strip, so there isn't much trouble they can get into. Our military police does an adequate job of keeping the troops on furlough in line. I don't envy them that task. The embassy was established a few weeks after the treaty was signed. Basically, Mr. House handed us a dumpy little building he had no interest in renovating. I'm the third ambassador to hold this post, and the first, I think, to accept its limitations. My predecessors had ambitions of engineering the annexation of the Mojave. They thought they'd convince Mr. House to join up. I've never even spoken to the man, or whatever he is. Maybe the situation will change once we've beaten the Legion once and for all. Now we mostly just keep track of the NCR citizens and troopers around and make sure they don't get in trouble, but that's Captain Papa's job. I keep myself busy with paperwork and reports that get sent back to the NCR. It's mostly busy work, but every once in a while we make progress. Goodbye. What is it?
Pleasure. Hello.
Fucking Crocker couldn't find his ass if it wasn't on his backside.
Um, that's a good question. I mean, it's probably not going to be Caesar. Ooh, less than halfway to the tokens needed for the bonus stream. Nice, nice. But, let's see. I'm guessing it's... I don't know. It's probably looking like either I support the NCR or I support House. Anybody home?
Hi. What can I do for you? You saw our front sign, didn't you? This is where all the beautiful signs of the Strip become a reality. It all comes from Michelangelo's imagination. We do a little work here and there too, sure, but he's the real artist. I've been here over a year now, though I'm not one to get tired for long. I plan to roam the wasteland once I'm ready. The people need light and kindness. There's too much fear and pain out there already. He's the reason the Strip shines like a star at night. Mike's imagined and built every sign, billboard, and light you'll see around here. Check out the back of the shop. He's usually working there. Bye.
Hello. Oh, hello, I am Michelangelo. How can I... wait. Are you here to deliver more billboard requests? Please tell me you're not a messenger on behalf of Mr. House. I am sorry. Meant no offense. The billboards are not ready yet. Please, I need more time, more materials. I should have known that Mr. House wouldn't have sent just anybody. Anything I might offer to, well, encourage discretion.
Okay, I don't know what path I'm going down, but we're going down it.
Yeah, I imagine that it takes a lot to fill the void of such a bottomless soul. Take the caps and leave me to my sorrows. Here, now please leave me be. I've had enough bullying for today.
Oops. Who are you?
Excuse me, but I'm busy.
Hi, I'm Sarah Weintraub. Welcome to the finest vault hotel in the whole world. No, silly, of course it wasn't always a hotel. I grew up in it. I love it. My favorite place in the world. Not that I know much of the world. I never left this place, come to think of it. But it is the most special vault ever. My vault is pure New Vegas. Everyone has a chance, and Lady Luck smiles if you play your odds right. Okay, it was like that before we had to leave. Vault 21 had very smart ways to help people get along. All arguments and fights got solved through gambling. I'll give you a quick tour of my home. Oh yeah, if you like. All right, what would you like to know? Sure I have. I made the scene in the strip. It's just that I really like it here. Vault 21 is a kick. Well, it is my... I take care of it, but I suppose you could say that it belongs to Mr. House. Mr. House has everything to do with Vault 21. He tried to get us out before he filled it with concrete. I almost went ape. So we convinced him. Okay, Sheldon and I, right? We convinced him to leave the top level mostly intact. I don't know, maybe he didn't want anybody sneaking around down there. My vault runs deep and wide. It's filled with corridors and rooms that go far. What gives him the right to screw us with the royal shaft anyway? So he saved New Vegas, woohoo! Now scram and let us go on with our lives. Sheesh.
Hey, do you mind? I'm trying to drink myself to the ground right here. Scram. Hey, I'm just worked up, okay? You're tough, right? You won't care about my stupid rambling then. Who isn't in trouble in New Vegas, huh? Sooner or later you hit the bottom of the barrel. I just happen to fall harder than most is all. From the top, where else, huh? I'm Carlitos. My fingers work the magic and my hands deal the luck. There was no player who'd stood a chance, no wise guy who didn't fear me, and no doll who could resist me. Gomorrah was my kingdom, Carlitos' turf. Hey, you're smart. Okay, it was like finding diamonds in your vodka and showgirls under your card table. You want it, Gomorrah has it. It was heaven, until you find that all the glitter is made of broken dreams and all the praise hides a knife pointing at your ribs. Now, if you have to ask, you probably don't know shit about who you're dealing with, huh? Listen up. Watch out for Caccino, that's all I'm saying. I'd recommend you save your caps and your skin. Check the tops, no big-time wise guys there. Freeside's also fine, you know? There's too much shit and to spare at Gomorrah already. I don't want anybody making it worse for for the girls, you know? Okay, it's Joanna. She works at Gomorrah. But it's all my fault. I met her at the Atomic Wrangler. Beautiful doesn't even come close. I moved her into Gomorrah. I was in love, okay? And then Caccino, backstabbing snake, got me out of the way so that he could have my girl. What, you think I can just waltz in there and take her away? She's their doll now, okay? Besides, I step in Gomorrah and I'm as good as dead, you hear? You don't just leave the Omertas unless it's in a body bag. Don't know. She's a dream to me now. If I could have her again, I'd be a made man. Why am I even scared of Caccino and all those fuckers? Joanna and I are dead anyway if we don't get the hell out of here. Okay. You try that and let me know. How she looks, what she's wearing, she's safe, anything. I'll pay you, you hear? Deal. Come back with news soon, you hear?
Just out of caps. Ready to try your luck? Can you imagine how much electricity it takes to keep this vault running? Damn slots are robbery.
Alright, let's see. Parts and some extra boards to make a ham receiver. Can't broadcast license, but listening is okay. How hard is it to get a ham license? I don't think it's hard for a basic one. All depends what bands you're broadcasting on. Okay.
Luck's about to change. I can feel it.
Recreational, commercial, and a couple of others.
Can you imagine how much electricity it takes to keep this vault running?
I wouldn't want to live underground all my life.
Hey.
almost out of caps.
That. Excuse me.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons? My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. You have my assurance that everything will be returned upon your departure. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. It's not the atmosphere we wish to cultivate. Please, enjoy your stay. Farewell.
watch yourself around Mr. Gunderson.
So I hear the honcho of one of them strip families up and disappeared. Poof. Yeah, they'll find his body someday. Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you? Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me. My boy, Ted, he was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. But that don't mean I wouldn't be grateful. I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point. There'd be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible. Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Bighorners, too. Used to just have the one ranch, but land was easy to grab before the soldiers moved in. Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations east of California. Now, everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. Don't quite know what to make of that. That's between me and the White Glove Society. But let's just say they control the food supply around here, and I got lots of food to give. But that ain't as welcome as you might think. Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. They want to do business with me, they got to play by my rules. A lot of people out there resent success, might want to take a swipe at me. This makes them think twice. If I'd have been thinking, though, I'd have had him watching my boy instead. Then none of this would have happened. That's what they call themselves, the folk that run this place. They're the ones dressed all fancy with their bow ties and shiny dresses. Some of them got masks, too. Real hard to trust folks like that. Couple of them show their faces, and that's who I do my business with. I don't talk to none of the other ones. I'll be here.
You watch yourself around Mr. Gunderson.
There are a lot of rumors going around about the White Glove Society. I heard they used to be tribals.
Hey there!
I love the masks. It's like being at a fancy ball.
Hey, they must have spent a fortune renovating this place.
I've heard you have to make reservations at the Gourmand years in advance.
Hello?
I've heard you have to make reservations at the Gourmand years in advance.
I've heard you have to make reservations at the Gorman years in advance.
Certainly you can buy the same drinks more cheaply elsewhere. But the point of drinking at Top Shelf isn't the liquor, it's the prestige.
Damn kids running off when they're told to stay put.
Have you been inside our bathhouse? The salts in the water work to balance the bodily humors.
Yeah, we probably all did in some form or another.
Hey.
You look like you'd be more at home at one of the other hotels.
Yeah, they'll find his body someday.
You mustn't ask why we wear our masks. We are forbidden to speak of it.
Hey. I've heard you have to make reservations at the Gourmand years in advance.
Humbly at your service. A pleasure doing business.
How may I be of service, sir? My, such a popular question. I suppose it is only natural to see us and wonder what it is that makes us special. The White Glove Society has only just made itself known to the public, of course, but our pedigree was established over generations. Were we always so refined? I'd be lying if I said yes. But I've always felt we were destined for a place atop modern society. And now, here we are. Not everyone can wear the finest clothes and eat the finest foods, obviously. That's just the reality we live in. But surely we can agree that the most tasteful, sophisticated people are the most deserving. And that's what the White Glove Society is all about. No, not from the likes of you, I'm afraid. I don't think you'd have the stomach for it. Better look elsewhere. Indeed.
Hey.
I love the masks. It's like being at a fancy ball.
I'm not really gambling. I'm just hoping to be seen here. People will think I'm rich.
Good day. Those are all members of the White Glove Society. Our founder, Marjorie, gave us all a dress code. There's only one rule to it. In her words, we must dress in such a way that no one can be said to have dressed better than us. As for the masks, I'm not allowed to tell you. We're sworn to secrecy. Actually, that's not true. That's just what we're supposed to say. I think Marjorie likes them for the mystery they create, and the way they make it clear that we're different from everyone else. But you didn't hear that from me. Must have forgotten to put it on. How embarrassing. Oh, well, it's a big hotel. You should talk to Marjorie. She's in charge, and she can probably help you find anyone you might need. She usually works at the front of the Gourmand. She likes to see how people respond to it. You can get to the Gourmand from the lobby here. It's a big set of double doors on the first floor of the eastern side. Can't miss it. Farewell.
Fancy.
Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation. What else? Mr. Gunderson and I have been discussing his livestock. It's put us in a rather delicate position, you see, his coming here. Not that we aren't grateful for his generous offer. But our executive chef, Philippe, has transformed Brahmin steak into a delicacy. He really is a genius. Everyone wants it. But a delicacy is just that, delicate. If everyone can get it, it ceases to be a delicacy. It becomes a perfectly ordinary staple. And if the Gourmand served staples, it would no longer draw the caliber of people it deserves. It would be a diner or a family restaurant. So as much as we'd all love for there to be enough steak for everyone, I'm afraid there are more important things to consider. This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the charter.
Oddly specific.
There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their stay here. Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off. And that young groom just didn't have a clue, the poor dear. Why, yes, I think so, if he hasn't checked out yet, that is. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of courtesy, even in the face of such impolite accusations. We have nothing to hide here. A man? Well, then this can't be. 2 disappearances in my hotel? What will people say? I'm going to have a word with my staff about security on the premises. Whether these people are found or not, our guests simply must feel safe in their own rooms. Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances. Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, a dark time, when we went by a different name. But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses since settling into our new home. I've seen to it that those days are behind us. You disgust me. How dare you say such a filthy thing in my establishment? I ought to have you arrested. You'll kindly mind your tongue, or we shan't speak any further. I do, but one can hardly call it work. I think of myself as a caretaker rather than a common laborer. I suppose it is a labor of love if it can be called labor at all. We at the White Glove Society are all responsible for maintaining the beauty and class of the Ultra-Lux. And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go about it. Ta-ta!
I waited months to get in here, but the place isn't nearly full. You think the waiting list is just for hype?
Gamblers, gamblers, gamblers. Ooh! Oh, a bartender.
What can I get you?
Have you been inside our bathhouse? The salts in the water work to balance the bodily humors.
Life at the top is immensely satisfying.
For the price of this meal, I could buy a whole Brahmin. But I'd never make that trade.
You look positively famished. We simply can't have that. You won't find better.
Wasteland omelet. Plus 7 HP for a whole minute. Interesting.
Adieu.
How do you fare?
Hey.
So that's just all curtains. Okay.
Hello. I'm so relaxed. Too bad I can't stay longer. But who can at these prices?
hydrate.
What's up?
Hey, any idea how somebody gets into the White Glove Society? Have to know somebody?
Okay. Depends how hot it gets in here. Hi.
Word is you're getting popular in the Strip. I love the mass. It's like being at a fancy ball.
Okay, you're gonna wake up.
They must have spent a fortune renovating this place.
You're gonna go back to bed. What time is it? No, it's not that late. Actually, it kind of is, but...
Hey.
How may I be of service, sir? Private investigator. Ah, yes, I remember the gentleman. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. I do hope he finds her whereabouts. If I might pry, have you found something that will help his investigation? You are? Nothing so grim as his investigation, I hope. Ordinarily, we don't give out guest information, but I think given the circumstances, he'll want to speak with you. Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor directly above you after you exit the lobby. I hope we can put this whole matter to rest at last.
Okay.
Ah, yes. I've heard that one too. Jealous people say such nasty things. I feel sorry for them. Good. And you know what it is to be discreet in matters of nutrition. Perhaps you can help me. I'm in a bind. I've been planning an exquisite society dinner, but there's a bit of a problem with the main course. He's got a powerful and temperamental father. Yes, the wrong person. We scouted the right one for weeks. The heir to a mercantile empire. Sort of a black sheep. He cut ties with his family and left their estate to wander. He was ideal, corn-fed and well-to-do, but no one to miss him if he were to disappear. Unfortunately, the trap my subordinates set for him failed, and as he escaped, he saw their faces. Now he's wary. I asked for a last-minute replacement, and they stole the son of the most dangerous Brahmin baron in New Vegas while he stayed at this very hotel. Needless to say, this could be a disaster if things aren't put back the way they should be. And I still need somebody reputable to serve for dinner. Strictly speaking, we're no longer allowed to eat people, but I'm hoping the right person and preparation might sway Marjorie to see things my way. I need a replacement, and I need the boy taken care of. The replacement must be healthy and well-bred. One can't very well make steak from gristle. With so little time, we'll have to go after our original choice, Carlisle St. Clair. He lives in a shack north of here. For freshness, we need him alive. If you could send him here or knock him out with this and drag him into the dumpster next to his house, we can do the rest. Not this one. Empty. I don't believe it's seen use since before the war. And what would the point be, really? Who would pick up his trash if he used it? But for our purposes, it should keep his body safe and hidden until my cohorts can recover it. Ted Gunderson is his name. It would be simplest if we could convince him this was all an unfortunate misunderstanding. But if he won't listen, we can't very well let him go. He'll have to be slaughtered and served. Then we wouldn't need the replacement. But you would need to deal with his father, Heck. Perhaps if you could smear some of Ted's blood around his father's hotel room, you could frame him. Splendid, splendid. The boy is being held in the kitchen beneath the gourmand. Here are some keys that will allow you access to him. The elder Gunderson is staying in our penthouse. I understand he's hired security, so be careful if you go up there. And our Mr. St. Clair resides to the north. He rarely strays far from his house, and he surrounded it with booby traps.
Let's see. Let's see.
Her skin has a certain supple quality to it, doesn't it? She's kept it well. How mouth-watering. Very well. If you're able to convince young Mr. Gunderson to return to his father, replace him in the freezer with your friend, and we'll have a deal. No. Everyone he meets, he tells the same story. That his son disappeared from the casino, not from his room. He'll look guilty. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor directly above you after you exit the lobby. Indeed.
I'm not saying anything. What a twist. Okay, I'll just let her do the dirty work for me.
I'm not even making a dent with
You
this.
like that?
Come on. All right, fine.
I'm gonna need some.
All right, you. Yeah. 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 hold on. Let me close the door.
It's getting dark. I'm gonna need some new lamps.
Hold on, hold on. Yep, alright, here you go. Here you go. Unfortunately, I don't have any holdout weapon. Oh. Oh, right. Duh. I forgot I had the cattle prod from downstairs. Alright, now where were we? Oh, yeah. Matchbook.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Have you been in the steam room yet? It's just off to the side there. You can feel your aches just melt away.
That's actually hold on.
Who are you? Matchbook? What about the man I gave it to?
Let's see. I don't know. I did look at the schedule, and I'd have to look at it again, but nothing really jumped out to me at first. But actually, there is one exclusive panel I am attending at that convention, because it's tied to a ticket tier, and I basically, quote-unquote, got the best ticket tier, so what this exclusive thing is...
Oh my goodness me. They must know he was talking to someone on the inside. They'll be watching everyone closer now. I knew this was a mistake.
Basically, the panel starts off with this karate master that, or not karate, or martial arts, I forget what he does exactly, but this guy was pretty much responsible for, you know, donning the mocap suit and providing a lot of the fight animations for the original Mortal Kombat. So that's part one of that panel, and then part two of it, I guess, is like an exclusive screening of Mortal Kombat, was it 97, or where that Mortal Kombat was from the 90s. So that's probably the one panel I'm definitely attending. Anything else? I'd have to consult the guidebook again. Yep, that event is tied to the final boss ticket, which was $150. Now, at first I wasn't going to go for that. I was just going to go for the basic 3-day pass at $75, but let's just say a bunch of my friends are going to it, so I'm like, all right, fine. And plus the backpack that is they give complimentary with that ticket, I can use that at the event, so I guess it works out.
The girl, the one who disappeared. I know what happened to her. Because I distracted her fiance while they took her. Well, I'm not proud of it, but I had to. They could see I was having second thoughts. Some of the White Gloves began meeting privately a while back. Started talking about how we'd lost our identity. I started attending because I thought it was about changing our politics. Then they started talking about returning to the old ways, and there was no way out. They'd kill me for the things I heard them say. Mortimer, if he realizes it was me the investigator was planning to meet, he'll have me killed. Yes, the White Glove Society strictly forbids eating humans, but we weren't always the White Glove Society. Mortimer and some of the others have regressed to the old ways. They've taken many people over the last few months, but always from Freeside or secluded places where they wouldn't be missed. It wasn't enough. Lately, they've gone for tourists here on the Strip, even in the hotel. I guess that's the hazard of a cannibal becoming a gourmet. It's hard to please a refined palate. He's alive, as far as I know. They're trying to keep him fresh. Mortimer has special plans for him. The White Glove Society has a banquet every night at 7. It's in our private section. Mortimer wants to reintroduce humans into our cuisine. Since eating people is a crime we punish by death, he's going to do it in secret. After everyone has eaten it, he'll tell them. With no real way to punish everyone, in Mortimer's mind anyway, their minds will be open to the idea of eating people as a delicacy. They might, but to him, the legacy of returning to the old ways is worth his own life. I don't think he expects it, though. I don't either. Nothing is more important to the society than being on the cutting edge of New Vegas cuisine. Mortimer's idea will appeal to that need. He just has to get them over the taboo. That may be true, but I wouldn't recommend it. He's built a reputation, and it isn't for calmness and impartiality. He's not what he looks like. They call him Hurricane Heck. The man built his empire by hiring mercenaries to drive off the competition. Lately, he's been attacking our Brahmin suppliers so he can take over their business. He's the sort to pound in a nail with a wrecking ball. If you give him the whole story on this, he'd be liable to raise the entire hotel. And God knows what he'd do to the rest of the Strip. I don't know exactly. I wasn't in on it. I think some of them have stopped trusting me. But you can bet they're keeping him near the gourmand. Our chef, Philippe, has an obsession with fresh ingredients. It'd be back in the members-only section, so you'll have to be careful. Don't be seen, and more importantly, don't let them see Ted in the open. It's guarded both at the lobby entrance and in the access tunnels leading from the main restaurant. I could sponsor you as an honorary member, but I don't know that you've achieved the level of status that would gain the Society's approval. Perhaps if you were to gain some more notoriety on the Strip, we could get you in. Otherwise, you'll have to find some way to get inside quietly. It won't be easy, and it'll be harder still to get them out. Well, they'll all be sampling pre-war wines before the meal. Maybe it's as simple as drugging them. Although that wouldn't stop any future kidnappings. You'd have to expose Mortimer, but he's going to confess anyway. What if his revelation were a lie? What if no one had eaten human flesh but him? If you could somehow replace Philippe in the kitchen and serve a convincing substitute instead, you could walk Ted right through the middle of that room after Mortimer speaks, and then he'd have some explaining to do. Philippe has been trying to approximate the taste of human flesh for years. He must have a recipe somewhere. Let's plan on meeting again as soon as... Wait, did you hear something? Were you followed?
Hold on. Give me one moment. Okay, that's how you do it. Yep, I was expecting that to be a lot more tougher, but like I said, you've got an army, I've got Veronica. Let's see.
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately? Let's see. So I'm going to wrap this up in a few moments. We'll save the whole Soylent Green storyline for next Monday.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a good place. Just a bed I can sleep in. I just came from here. But yeah, long story short, with the final boss events at TMG, usually they've included an after party of some sort. Like, for example, they've had after parties in the past where they would reserve the arcade for, okay, come on, Veronica, get in. Yeah, they would reserve the arcade for final boss pass holders on Saturday night, and they would have a spread for people. That was one version of the after party they've had. Then they replaced it with they had a spread over in one of the not ballrooms. It was a pretty small party room at one of the hotels near the convention site. That after party was pretty lame, although apparently after me and my friends left that year, a whole wedding crashed the whole thing and made it more interesting. But we left before it got interesting. But that after party was pretty lame. It was, yeah. I think they did that for 2 years. And then in 2019, they moved the after party to, well, there's like this mom and pop Dave & Buster's next to the convention center also. They moved it there, and, you know, from what I read, it sounded like a pretty good time. You know, there was bowling, there's arcade games, there's all sorts of fun stuff to keep you busy, but, you know, I guess because of COVID and people complaining that, you know, the final boss stuff got in the way of their Saturday night entertainment, you know, the after party got scrapped, and this whole, you know, exclusive panel and screening is the closest thing that they did to replace it. So, yeah. Oh, come on. The owner... Alright, game. Well. But, yeah, long story short, I wasn't gonna do Final Boss, but a few of my friends were doing it, so I'm like, alright, fine. I mean, yeah, like I said, I wish they would have brought back the, you know, final boss people have exclusive use of the arcade on, Saturday nights, or the, Arnold's you know, Fun Center party, but I guess best they can do. But enough rambling. I am going to get going. Got a lot of stuff done despite all the, technical crap. And let's see if there's anybody worth raiding. And thank you for coming and helping out with the stream issues. Yep. Next Monday we'll be back here and I will give you all the rundown. And then that Tuesday, you know, we'll be back on Glimish doing whatever random stuff I pull out. And I gotta get myself an Elgato one of these days so I can well, I can make it work. It would look messy and terrible, but yeah, I could do consoles on stream. Yeah. yeah, I'm not really seeing anybody who I really, really want to raid, so I'm just going to end it off here. Good night, everybody, and I'll see you around.